Hey, what is up, everybody? How's everyone doing today? Welcome to another ShartimusPrime live stream. Pixel Phantom 85. What up, man? How you doing? Good to see you here. Yeah, hope everything's been well, bro. Russ, my dude, I'm genuinely so happy you finally got your animated series, Spidey. Another news, I got Symbiote Spider-Man like 2 to 3 days ago, and my girlfriend gifted me DBZ and Naruto shirts too. Yay! Awesome. Congratulations, man. Happy belated birthday, right? Or is this for Christmas? My girlfriend gifted me. I'm assuming for maybe Christmas or a holiday. And Russ, say, what's up, Tom Bowling? Hope you and your family are doing well in all the rain. Thank you. Yeah, today's a little bit light with the rain. Yesterday was crazy. It's been mostly very crazy out here, you guys. It has been nuts, but we're all doing okay. I drove into the city last night to teach some lessons, and it went pretty well. So it wasn't too nuts. I didn't, the traffic was insane. Traffic was absolutely crazy. But I wanted to remind you guys a couple of things. That tonight we're doing a giveaway on Whatnot, and I'm selling a Spider-Man figure that I customized again. But this time I customized this first appearance Spider-Man with the blue logo on the back. So if you want a Shartimus Prime custom of the first appearance Spider-Man, everything else is the same. All the accessories are here. But if you want this more accurate version, you can get one on Whatnot. And I'm giving away an Omega Spawn. So check that out. Link in the description below somewhere. But let's get, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the figure of the hour. Yeah, this one right over here. Finally, huge thank you to Alpha Magnus. Holy crap. Thank you. I want to give an honorable mention to Action Figure Dude. He tried scoring me one of these, and it didn't work out. They canceled his order, and luckily, Alpha Magnus was willing to just sell this to me at cost. I really appreciate it, and I am kind of just discovering the figure right now. So basically, I shot a packaging segment. That part's all done. Next, what I do is I take pictures and play around with the figure. And already I could see some improvements on this figure compared to the first appearance Spider-Man with the shoulder joints. I'm not getting the weird rub that I had gotten on the first, or I get on the first appearance Spider-Man figure. So that's pretty cool. I want to move this over here. And I also wanted to see if I could do some picture-in-picture stuff going on. But yeah, man. Let's see. Toys R Life. Have you seen Lightyear? I did. And if so, did you like it? If you didn't, why not? I did not like it. I'm sorry. I did not like it. I wanted to like it. And the reason why I did not like it is because it wasn't Buzz. Like that's just basically what it was. That, for me anyway. People have their reasons. Some of them I think are outrageous, but for me it was just, this is not Buzz from Buzz Lightyear. You know what I mean? Or from Toy Story. And I knew that. Going in, so I was aware of what they're doing, but I thought they should have tried to make that Buzz kind of have a little bit more of a connection to the Buzz from the Toy Story movies from before. Maybe like a little bit. I mean, there are some things that they did connect with. It's just that I don't know. It just didn't grab me, man. I don't know what to say. I was hoping to like it. I bought the Buzz Lightyear figure from the movie, like thinking I was going to like it, but I just didn't. I wanted to. I really wanted to. And I didn't care what other people thought, but hey, thank you, Pixel Phantom. Thank you. Well, this is not the custom, but yeah. Yeah. I am doing well, Travis Clark. How are you doing? That's the question, bro. How are you? All right. Hey, we got a Ray for super chat. Thank you. Shart, what's up, man? I'm debating getting some Magic Spoon cereal. But was wondering what flavor you'd recommend. Also, a very thoughtful talker art vid. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. That one, that was pretty intense. Hearing about everything as it was happening, and I can't believe he pulled the energy to get himself on camera. I can't believe he's pulled the energy to get himself to walk around work, but he's doing those things due to his doctor recommending him doing these things to help his lungs. So, because at first he had told me, he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to work and I'm walking around the job sites and stuff." I'm like, "Dude, like, are you?" He's like, "No, no, no. The doctor. This is like something that the doctor is saying is cool to do because he's not carrying stuff or lifting heavy things. He's just getting his body moving, making the lungs expand." If you saw that the video he'd posted, I could hear in his breath like the gasping. You know what I mean? It was a trip. But hey, man, I'm glad he's getting better, man. I'm glad he's getting better, and I appreciate everybody that sent their prayers and everything towards him doing better. So that's very, very cool. Um, yeah. So I tried to ride Lightyear Familiarity, but that movie was soulless. That's what it was, soulless. That's pretty accurate in a way. Yeah. I feel like that too a little. Anyone feel free to help me out, please. Ooh, what does Daniel need help with? I feel stupid for asking this, but what do I look under? What do I look under it on Whatnot to find you? Never done Whatnot before. Whatnot. I'm under Shartimus Prime. Trying to make it easy for you guys. I don't want you to dig around for like a Russ Shart Mang Hella Sick. That's what it's called. Yeah, type in Shart Mang Russ Hella Sick. There, no, it's just Shartimus Prime. Just look it up and you'll find it. You'll see a Shartimus Prime logo, and you'll see that I've been selling. I think it shows over, I don't know how many items have I sold on Whatnot already, but it should say over 300 items sold. And there's one negative review on there that we're working on getting reviewed or getting removed. This negative review was an accident, and the buyer didn't realize that all they needed to do was just heat it up, and they're trying to get it removed right now because I take it very seriously selling to you guys. I want you guys to be satisfied. And one thing that I need you guys to take note of is that I've been teaching drum lessons for a very long time, and things happen with drum lessons. Like, for instance, yesterday I got to a drum lesson very late, and it was like a half lesson, right? I'm telling my student, look, I can do one of two things. I can refund you the lesson, or we can do a double lesson next time. But I always try to make good when people do business with me. So it's kind of like that with the figure. Like, if I send something else that's defective or broken, or I didn't realize something was wrong with it, or something goes wrong, I will do my part to make good on it. So send me an email or a message on Whatnot if that ever happens. And I have a lot of stuff going on, so it is possible that I could forget something, but I always try to make good on it if I make a mistake. And so, hey man, you're supposed to send me 2 figures and you sent me 1. That's never happened. But if that were to happen, you know what I mean? I'd be like, oh shoot, man, look, I'll I'll get that figure out to you right away. I'm not going to try to rip anybody off, or if something's missing, I'll get it to them. Or if I was supposed to send something and I lost it, then I'll refund them for it. I try to make good on whatever business I'm doing. I respect you guys a lot. You guys make this gig possible, so I owe you that respect. I owe that to you, and I respect you guys. So thank you. Repeated myself like 3 times in a row, but I do also want to say another news. I managed to sell my Titans Return Astro Train for $50, which that money I'll keep and add up so I can get something that is super worth it for like $100. All right, cool. There you go. The Titans Returns Astro Train. I think I still have that one. Nian Spencer says, Shartimus, are you excited for Marvel's Spider-Man 2 PS5? I am, and I am not all at the same time. I don't get to play games that much. If you guys follow me on Twitch, I do post on Twitch. I've been playing the Miles Morales game for the last 2 or 3 years, at least 2 years, just little bit by bit. I'm like 65% through that game. Ever since I had kids, playing video games is just not the same, man. It's just, there's a lot of things that you got to sacrifice in life. But the Shartimus Prime channel and playing music are the 2 that I have not. So sacrifice getting my comics every week, sacrifice my Blu-ray collection, sacrifice my comic collection, my Blu-ray collection, watching TV shows, going to the movies, and going out with my friends, but I still have Shartimus Prime YouTube channel and playing shows. And I get to go to shows once in a while, but there's in exchange, I have the two most beautiful children that the world has ever seen. So, Colt Kid, how's it going? Hey, Shart, hope you had Shartimus New Year. I did have a Shartimus New Year for sure, bro. Thank you. Hope you had a good New Year. Does Retro Spider-Man still hold up to you in your standards? In a way, it does, and also in a way, it doesn't. I feel like the drop-down hip feature on that particular figure is better than the Renew Your Vows. It just is. You get a little bit more range right over there. However, I think overall the Renew Your Vows is more fun, but it still has cool things to it. I mean, Russ, how you been and doing, brother? Been a long time. Hey, thanks for coming through, man. Thank you. Don't forget your lovely wife, bro. Well, the sacrifices. Well, no. The sacrifices were made for the kids. So my wife and I it was cool indulging in all that stuff when it was just me and her. You know what I mean? But because of the kids, all that other stuff is just is a thing of the past or a thing of the future when they get older, possibly, hopefully. Like when they get older, they'll start getting into their own stuff, and then I'll be able to get into more of my old school pastimes, like, reading, buying new comics. I still read comics. I'm still very into reading comics, but it's like back in the day, I used to like just sit and read. I used to do this thing where I would just sit down and read. Now it's like on a daily basis, I could do that. Just sit there and read, but not anymore, bro. Not anymore. It's got to be bits by bits or just shits by shits. That's basically, instead of bit by bit, it's shit by shit, because I can only read when I'm on the toilet. That's my only lonely time to get to read. So what's the magic spoon flavor you'd recommend? I'm sorry, an extra $2. I'll answer the question. I think it was like a cinnamon apple one, I think was my favorite one out of them. Yeah, I think that was my favorite. And then I think the chocolate one was really good too. Yeah. The chocolate one was pretty good. Yeah, Alpha Magnus to the rescue. Thank you. And man, I really, really appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. Got my Spidey right here. I should start taking some pictures and stuff, right? Let's see if I can get my dual camera mode set up so that we can I want to make the show as fun as possible. And I think it'd be a little bit more fun if I had like a camera on me blabbing away where I could see the chat like this, and then another camera just like a lot closer to the figure so that I could so that you guys could see it. I also wanted to let you guys know that I'm on the big hustle right now with my Street Humans project. If you guys haven't heard about it, I'm working on I want to make my own action figure line, and I got this really fun story that I've been working on. The name Street Humans is actually in reference to the aliens discovering humans and seeing them just walking down the street and thinking street humans. Like that's where that comes from, So a lot of people are like, "Oh, why would you call it that?" It's from the perspective of the alien creatures, the Udubans. And yeah, so I have a little cartoon short that I can't wait for you guys to see in the future. And yeah, I have some stuff going on. Hopefully I'll have more updates in the future. But yeah, there's some cool stuff I want to show you. This year should be a good year for Street Humans stuff. But the cartoon short has been done for a while. But yeah, there's still stuff. I still have some stuff to do with it before it gets out there. Yeah, Windstream, Spiderzilla Productions. Thank you. And yeah, man, Unparalleled Universe has his own toy line, but he sells plushies. His plushies cost $30. There you go. If you want a plushie, here's Vivi is the chosen one, promoting Unparalleled Universe's plushies. There you go. Yeah, I've seen his plushies. They look cute. I don't personally. My kids have a lot of plushies right now. And I don't personally desire a plushie for my own collection or anything. But if you are really into plushies, then pick up an Unparalleled Universe plushie. I believe he's still working on his. I'm un, I'm not trying to speak for him, but I'm with the understanding that he's still moving forward with his action figure line. So I believe there's still going to be like an odious like articulated figure with soft goods and all that coming. I believe so. I believe so. I'm not trying to speak for him, but I'm pretty sure that he's still doing his thing with the action figure stuff too. And yes, action figure. But I will tell you guys this: Charlie the One did help with the Street Humans butt cheeks. I did. I did want to make sure that they were that they were that they were up to her standards, and because me and the sculptor just really didn't have a clue of what would be good. So I was like, hey, Charlie the One, let's throw in some input here, and she did, and then now she wants to call them street butts or street buns instead of street humans, street buns. So how cheeky. Yeah, I like that one. Well done. My wife actually, but in all honesty, I appreciate it. Like when I have a female action figure, like I don't like the butt cheeks shouldn't be the main sell of the figure, but I appreciate it if the sculptor put a little extra and make the butt look nice. And I want the man butt lovers to have that experience too, where it's like the butt cheeks isn't supposed to be the main sell of the street human figure, but when a man butt lover holds it and looks at it, they'll go, "Oh, bonus!" That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. Rashid in the house, how you doing, bro? Shart, did you order the SHV Wars? Yes, yeah, I did get the Miles and Gwen. I missed the order, but man, I got to figure that out. Order, but I got them through BBTS. What is HLJ? How am I lost on that one? That's a first for me. HLJ. Oh, by the way, next week, I want to do a live stream with Dan Who's reviews. I thought it'd be cool if the two of us got on here on a live stream. So and I felt a little bad, you know what I mean? Like I did a live stream with Dave displaying model behavior as a guest, and I'm like, man, I got to be an equal opportunist to our UK reviewers, man. I got to get Dan Who on also. So I want to get Dan Who on the show, and next week we should have Dan Who on a live stream. Big thanks to Dan Who. For him, it's going to be super late. So he's hosting his own live stream that day too. So I really appreciate him being down for it and everything. So stay tuned for next week at 4 p.m. We should probably be doing that. And it'll be like about an hour and a half. Or maybe a tight hour. You know, I don't know what his schedule for the next day is looking like. Is Hobby Link Japan? Okay. I'm familiar with Hobby Link. Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar with them. Thirsty says, sounds great. Yeah, okay. A lot of you guys. All right, you guys. All right. Thank you. All right. I want to heat this up with a hair dryer and start taking some pictures. I'm really excited for this figure, and I'm really excited for the live stream tonight too. So that's going to be a lot of fun. If you're just popping in, I just showed it off a minute ago. I want to show it off again. Where is it? Where did I go? Where? You know what? I guess I'm not selling that figure today because I lost it already. So no custom Spider-Man for anybody. And I wanted to send the video camera to myself. Hold on. Here's the Spider-Man. But I customized the Spider-Man with the blue back right there. I did a live stream doing this, and you know, you can see the more comic accurate blue back right there. So someone gave, and thanks to whoever suggested, you know what, just make that the blue color on the back and don't do anything else. And I was like, you know what? All right, I'll give it a shot. See how much it goes for on the whatnot later tonight. Also giving away an Omega Spawn. So we're doing a giveaway. And at the end of this month, we're giving away a freaking RoboSyn Prime. Okay, I know that stuff sounds unbelievable. Hey, you're getting married. All right. Any advice? Holy crap, man. Well, I mean, any advice? Um, get into therapy just now. No, I'm just no, man. Marriage is a beautiful thing. Do you plan on having kids? I got married with the intention of having children. So, um, if you plan on getting married and not having kids, well, dude, just enjoy your lives. I don't know what else to tell you. But no, having kids is so damn hard and so damn rewarding at the same time. It's one of those things where it's fun to joke about, but people that don't have kids are like, "You're a monster! You're a monster! How could you ever say?" So yeah. When you have your own kids, you'll get it. You'll get it. And people don't like hearing that because it's like, how I'm an adult too. Oh, really? When you have kids, oh, whoa! I thought I was an adult, and then I had kids, and I was like, oh shit. Oh damn. This is, if you guys have noticed, see, for me, I feel like I've not been at my 100% A game for the last, I don't know, 3 years, 3 to 5 years. You know, actually, all my biggest blunders started around the time we were having kids because it stresses you the hell out and it makes you crazy. But damn it, it's worth it. But prepare to get knocked off your A game. But for just the married part, I mean, dude, like the funnest times in my marriage were before we had kids. But at the same time, the most rewarding part of the marriage has been after we had kids. So it's kind of hard to say. But just do all the shit you guys want to do together. Prioritize that, even if it puts you, even if it stresses you out a little bit. Do all the really fun shit you guys want to do together, because Charlita One and I have memories of our adventures together that we cherish to this day. That were like that one trip that we took to New York, and we got to go to New York Comic Con and visit New York City a whole bunch. We made a vacation out of it and New York Comic Con workcation out of it at the same time. We still reflect on that and talk about how amazing and fun that was for us, and we have different memories that we've had together. So yeah, I know it's all good except our baby is black and me and her are not. Uh, what? So okay, so you guys just adopted. All right. What? Or I don't. Okay, is this a joke or what? I mean, so why didn't you just say you guys adopted? I mean, adopting is cool. I think that's a good noble thing to do. Yeah, I'm like, what? I mean, yeah. Shartimus amigo, yes, nalgas y amazing fantasy, yeah. All right, and then the cartoon Spider-Man figure is out already. It's been showing up for people for a little bit. Will you customize Namor like in the movie? I don't have all the skill or all the parts and everything to do that. I've been mostly playing with repaints lately. Kids are fun because you get to relive your childhood with collecting by justifying buying hella figures. Not exactly. My kids kind of clown me for collecting. It's it's not as it's not what I really imagined it to be. It's kind of funny. Who was there at the after party that was in here? But the last after party I had, my daughter was in the background, and I'm setting up the figures on the shelf, and she's like, "Wait, people are watching you?" And I was like, "Yeah." It's like, "So people are watching you on a live stream right now?" I was like, "Uh-huh." So they're just like watching figures fall on the ground, and I was like, "Yeah, basically." Everyone was LOLs everywhere. Like, damn, that's how you know it's your kid. She was clowning you. But no, I share what I can with my kids as much as possible. They love the Transformers, the big Transformer City ones, Scorponok. With my supervision, we play with that stuff. But I have not gotten into any of the review stuff. It's almost a whole half hour over here, and I haven't reviewed anything or taken any pictures at all. I'm chatting with you guys instead, which is actually a fun thing to do. And I did the wrong thing here. Hold on a second. Sorry. I thought I was sending myself an invite link so that I could see the way it's supposed to work. So you send yourself an invite link, and then I could use that to hop on. There it is. I gave myself the wrong link. That's what it was. You Dorcas. You dorky man. Okay, here we go. Figure cam. Oh no. No. Hold on, we gotta try this again. Sorry, just give me 1 second, you guys. Hang tight, hang tight, hang tight, hang tight. Okay. There we go. Oop. All right. And that's got to come off right there. There we go. Mic should be muted on this end. How does it sound to you guys? Look at my double chin. Okay. Here we go. And will it work if I... This is what I wanted to do. So I wanted to get this over here so you can look at just a whole bunch of nothing. And then figure, okay, maybe get this right here. And then figure, or here. Figure. There we go. You guys can see it okay now, right? And you can see my camera. So now I can get a dual shot. I also got this Spider-Man figure right here. Right in there. Oh, yes. Can't wait to open that one. But I got to do one at a time, man. That's the one thing about doing the reviews, the self-discipline, and not just going nuts and going like, okay, I got to get this. I got to get this one. I got to get this one. I want to open that one. And I want to open that one. And you want to just go crazy opening all the figures until you realize, like, oh, wait, I just spent the whole day playing with toys instead of reviewing stuff. You know what I mean? There we go. Okay. Well, this is a bad idea. Don't do that. Oh, that was a bad idea. Damn it. Ah! This is a bad idea. Oh, here we go. This is just like me living my life. Hey, this is a bad idea. Let's do it. Hey, this is a bad idea. Let's go. All right. Greg, thank you. Thank you. All right. I think this is going to be cool, though. Had a little moment chatting and everything, and now you guys could see me, and I could see you. Kind of. It's far. First, review them and then play with them. No. Don't review them and then play with them. That is a big no-no. What good of a review is that, in my opinion? That is actually a pet peeve of mine. I hate seeing it when that happens because when you play with the figure, that's how you know you're going to come across issues. Paint rub, how does the shoulder joint work compared to this or that? If you're not playing with your figures hardcore first and then reviewing them, then to me that's a big loss for the viewer. And I am not trying to attack any reviewer out there. I don't know who does that and who doesn't. You know what I mean? I'm not pointing any fingers at anybody. I'm just saying you're getting a better review if the person is playing with the figure first and then reviewing it after. Think about it. I mean, wouldn't you rather I play with it first? Right? Don't you want me to get to know it real well? Do all the things that, you know, that should be done to a figure before it's reviewed so that you get an understanding of what's really going on, right? Right. That's what I think. That's just my thoughts on it, though. All right. Start with the whipping action. Where's my other whipper? I'm missing a Thwipper. Could you believe I misplaced something? How is that even possible? How could I ever misplace something? Here it is. Yeah, that's the right one. Just want to double check because there's a difference on the knuckle paint compared to the first appearance Spider-Man. Yeah, yep, the knuckle paint. That was one thing. That was one of the odd, weird things I noticed. Can you hear me feeding back? Hold on a second. I can hear myself. Uh, why won't it just shut up? Because I wow, that whole time I was muted. Thank you. Can you guys hear me now? Okay. Before, is it annoying hearing that back there? No wonder so many people left. I was like, what the heck? You guys, all right. Now everybody go promote this live stream because I made a technical difficulty on the show. We gotta get everybody back in here. So 5 minutes, 5 minutes of me screwing up. Now, does it sound fine? I hear myself echoing over there. I can deal with it. I can deal with it, but as long as it's not bothering you guys, that's what I'm looking for. Can you review the new 6-inch Digimon line? Oh man, I am sorry. I will never review those. Yeah, I don't know anything about them, bro. I'm sorry. And I have so much stuff that I do know about that I'm backlogged with that I can't. But I wish I could. Oh no, no. Yeah, especially with the phone being used right over there. So there's no echo for you guys. All right, great. Thank you. Oh, I think I answered this, Caballo. No, I don't think I will. I don't know. I like that idea, but I don't know what I could add to it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oof. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. See how it goes. This is not. How is this? It's like usually happens when I have the wrong lens on it. That one looks pretty good. I had to have hit a button. That's it. Yeah, that's it. There we go. I've made that mistake before. Aha, and I think I have a cool thumbnail. Sometimes I take photos of these things and I'm like, ooh, that's a cool thumbnail right away. That may be my thumbnail just right here. Not that shot, but you know what I mean. And then I try to make sure I don't get the white backdrop in the background when I have this thing going on. So I can see some chats over here. Like Daniel says, someone's comment got booted unless self-destroyed. Yeah, I mean, it was probably self-destroyed. I haven't booted anyone's comments today. I mean, I gladly will if they want to be an asshole, but I haven't felt the need to do that yet. So it wasn't me. Yeah, freedom of speech, man. Freedom to be a dick, and then that gives me the freedom to be a dick right back. So people don't understand the freedom of speech thing. I think, right? It all it means is that government's not supposed to be able to do anything to you. That's all. You know what I mean? Like private companies are allowed to keep you from saying stuff they don't want on their platforms, but they're not allowed to try to press charges against you or consider it a crime or you have to pay a fee or go to jail for it. That's what that means. You shouldn't, you know. But if people are being rude, then now we're in dick territory. Like, oh, you want to be a dick? Well, I'll be a dick too. Damn it! Let's just see how fun this is. So I'd rather not go there. Okay, here you go. Ooh. See how everybody's doing. It must look weird over there, seeing me all bent over like. Chewy says free speech doesn't mean just keep talking. Just keep talking. Yeah, I mean, yeah, freedom of speech means that the government can't persecute you for what you're saying. That's all it means. So that the government can't do stuff to you. That's all. But there's, you know. Anyway, let's change the subject because that's something that's like not as fun as Spider-Man, right? I'm here to talk about Spider-Man and this really cool figure that I've been wanting for a long time. So yeah, let's switch the topic to so far. Spoiler alert: I'm really digging this Spider-Man a lot. I have my customized version around still, which I really like a lot too. But it's really neat having this one, and I don't know, for some reason it feels light without having an extra head to it. I don't know why. Oh, there's the just don't talk about Thundercats on here. What? What? Can't talk about Thundercats? Oh man, I wanted to go. I wanted to go all the way with Thundercats talk. Thundercats are Thundercats is a pretty good show. All right, there we go. Gotta get him into a nice wall crawling pose right here. Wow. So is this? I gotta be honest with you. I'm having fun with this figure, but this is not the body mold choice for this particular Spider-Man. Just to get it out of the way, um, I think the Renew Your Vows body would have been the better animated Spider-Man look. Always felt that the '90s animated series Spider-Man was like late 20s, early 30s, or maybe early 20s to early 30s kind of age range. This is definitely like the teenage size, and not just me saying that, but Hasbro reusing this body mold for teenage figures. So it does seem a little bit off model to me. Like it's like, oh, well, if it's animated Spider-Man, you know, pretty cool, huh? You guys liking it? We got 106 people in here. Let's see if we can make it 6,000, huh? If all of you go tell 600 friends, we'll be good. All right. I like being a fool. Um, Now, one thing you're going to notice, and Shannon brought this up to me, was that, like the Amazing Fantasy figure, I didn't really talk about this so much, but you get these sprue marks right over here. Hey, I was supposed to come over here. We got a super chat. Hey, the super chats help from far away because then I can see the color, and I'm like, whoa, hey. Big thanks for the 25, Ron Panda. So when we were talking about the retro Spidey line, I'm willing to try and trade the retro 2020 Spidey for Ultimate Black Suit Spider-Man, actually. You're willing to trade the retro 2020 Spider-Man for the Ultimate Black Suit Spider-Man. That shouldn't be too hard, man. There's a lot of people, I'm sure, that are willing to make that trade for sure. Yeah. I mean, not me, but a lot of people would be willing to do that. I very much prefer this figure for Amazing Friends. I haven't opened up my Amazing Friends figure yet, so I can't wait to open that one. Have you played Marvel vs. Capcom before? Oh yeah, a whole bunch of times. Hell yeah! Glad you'd like the angle. Do you understand Spanish? Word sharts. No chinga, way. Hey man, I speak Spanish, but not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I mean, I can get by. But yeah, I can get by. I'm half Latino, half Caucasian. So my dad doesn't really speak Spanish, but my mom speaks Spanish fluently. My mom was born in Costa Rica and came here when she came here when she was like 5 years old and everything. So, all right, here we go. So yeah, it was kind of crazy that like on my mom's side, I'm first generation native born to the US, but like on my dad's side, I'm like God knows how many generations before. I'm pretty sure that the last name goes all the way back to South Carolina in the mid 1600s. I think that's what I looked up, like the original Aikens. There's actually a county named Aiken in Georgia. I believe it's either in Georgia or South Carolina. I'm pretty sure it's Georgia, Aiken County. Nice. I'm liking this figure. I like it. So, I mean, my thing right now is really getting the fun shots that I want to get, and then get him fighting the animated Venom. I wish he had the toe articulation, though. That frustrates me that he doesn't have the toe articulation. All right. Let's get him, like, running around a little bit. Now, this guy didn't come with grabbing hands. This is from the Amazing Fantasy. I have a bunch of extra Amazing Fantasy figures around because I like customizing that one a lot. And I got to debut that one for Hasbro, which was a really cool honor to be able to do. And I can't. So for that, I also have a connection with that figure because, yeah, I got to play with it a lot before anybody else knew it was even around, which is a really weird feeling, man. But I don't know. Apparently, they're not going to do that stuff anymore at all. It's all just cut off. But that's fine. You know, they got to do what they got to do. Nobody's entitled to early access or anything like that. They can, they have, it's their business. They do what they want. All right, here we go. All right. And there we go. I want to see if my brother is in the chat. My brother was in the chat for one of these streams, and he was like, dude, you never responded to me. I'm like, brother, there are so many messages in the chat. Ooh, helicopter above. So you guys, don't forget, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight, we're doing the live stream on Whatnot, giving away an Omega Spawn figure, and I'm selling my customized Spider-Man. My customized blueback Spider-Man. The blue logo. I don't like that pose from the side. I don't know. I'm tired of showing off that running pose. Never mind. Just gonna change it up. Colt Kid says, "Will we ever get a Sud versus Shart video one day?" I should. I've been thinking about it for a while now. We will. We will. To answer your question, Colt Kid, let me highlight the question. You paid for it, damn it. Thank you, Colt Kid. Appreciate that. We will use that for the next bag of chips for the kids. There you go. Yeah. But will we ever get a Sud versus Shart vid one day? We will. Oh, yes, we will. Ep says, whoa, shit, Shart is live. What's up, Russ? Hey, what's up, Ep? That's totally your real name. Ty says, I think Spider-Man PS4 should have had Black Cat and Silver Sable, I think is what you mean. Silver Sable as playable instead of those Mary Jane and Miles stealth missions. Ah. Wow. Yeah, Black Cat and Silver Sable. I love the Black Cat from the first one. That was really cool. Yeah, I didn't really like the Mary Jane and Miles stealth missions. I can't play those. Will you do Hawkeye's figure? Yes, he's on the review station. I will review him. All these figures that you see over here that are just kind of thrown around like nobody cares, these are figures that I really wanted to talk about on the channel one way or another. More than I already have, because I did a video talking about legends that I missed over the years, but these are things that I want to actually really review. They're not, I mean, well, this one, no. This was left over from a comparison from a few weeks ago. This one I already reviewed, but I want to leave out so I have the comparisons. But there's a reason for them, for the most part. I mean, look, man, I got a lot of stuff going on at once, and I tend to not prioritize being so clean so I could move on to the next project or do the next thing. It's kind of, yeah, it gets a little wild. Remember, I'm trying to be a full time YouTuber and a part time musician and a part time toy maker. So I'm trying to do all that at once, and it's and full time dad. So yeah, it's we can only do one thing full time technically, right? So part time dad just sounds really shitty. Part time dad. That sounds like I only see my kids on the weekends. You know what I mean? That's not the case. I see my kids every day. Give them goodbye things every time they leave. This is my daughter coined that term, goodbye things. Goodbye things are just a kiss and a hug. Goodbye. Yeah, I forgot about that. It's like there's certain things that we just say around the house that I think are cute or funny or just became part of our language here that not everybody says in their home. But yeah, my daughter started that. She would say, "Okay, you got to give me good night things. I need goodbye hug, goodbye kiss, and a good night joke. Good night hug, good night kiss, and a good night joke." That's right. That was what my daughter would tell me. Requested a good night joke. She would say that when she was like 2 and stuff. Now she just says like, good night hug, good night kiss, and before they leave the house I always give them a hug and a kiss goodbye before they leave for school, because you never know what could happen. And yeah, that's probably my mom's doing, because she used to always scare the shit out of my brother and I, saying like, "Hey, you don't know what could happen. I could go to work and then get brutally murdered." I'm like, "Wow, okay." And then the next day, "Give me a kiss goodbye. You don't know what could happen. I could get hit by a train on the way to work." And I'm like, "Okay, mom, Jesus." Spidey Sammy, the stop motion oasis. Check out Spidey Sammy's stop motion, by the way, you guys. What early access is being cut off? Also, thanks for the feedback on my video. Yeah, bro, yeah, no problem. Anytime, bro. What early access is being cut off? What early access is being cut off? I'm not. Did I miss? I feel like I'm missing something from the question. What early access is being cut off? What did I say earlier referring to the early access? Drums and guitar for real though. Yeah. I mean, and triangle. My triangle playing isn't actually too bad. I could play a mean samba on the triangle. Ding 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 ding. But yeah, you could probably see the drums in the background. But yeah, that gig I've been doing. Hey, Toy Lips, what's up, Toy Lips? My grandmother would tell my mother and her sister to bring pillows on car rides in case they rolled off a cliff. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, that's intense. Yeah. Damn. Bring pillows with you. You said something about their company and they can do what they want with early access. Oh yeah, somebody had told me that Dan Yoon wrote on Twitter somewhere that they're not debuting figures with YouTubers anymore. That's all caught off and done with. That it causes too much problems in the community or whatever. And I think that's mostly in response to the shill backlash people tend to use against reviewers and stuff like that get to review stuff early. So then, if you get to review it early, then you're obviously, and I've seen people say this on the news. What was it on the news? Somebody was talking about a makeup reviewer, and like the correspondent was saying like, well, yeah, and then the makeup company just sends them free makeup early, and because they're getting it for free, they're obviously going to say that the makeup is great, and then that way the company gets a lot more sales and everything. I was like, whoa, that's like what they say about us. That's what they say about us. But what they're missing there is that it takes a long time to build some kind of integrity on the channel, and you want to keep that integrity. So you don't want to mislead your viewers. Like if you mislead your viewers, well then, that defeats the point of you being there in the first place. You know what I mean? I'm here to inform you guys and have fun. And if I'm misinforming you guys, well then I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So it takes a while to put aside the joyful, exhilarating experience of getting a figure early and not getting caught up in that excitement and giving an unbiased review. It's hard to do. And I think reviewers that have been at it for a long time do a good job at it. And then some people that are newer at it don't do as good of a job of putting that excitement to the side and focusing on being critical of the product. You know what I mean? It's kind of easy to just get lost in it. And I think some people kind of lost sight of trying to be critical and just got stuck in the joy of it, while others, like myself, have maintained being critical like it was any other review. And because there's some newer reviewers out there, kind of just getting all stoked and just ignoring some of the blatant faults of some of these things, it kind of made us all look bad. That's how I think, and I think because of that, a lot of people. That's when the shill thing really started going. Because I've been getting early access to stuff for a little while before anybody else would. And yeah, some people would say shill here and there, but it would be mostly rare and mostly just jealous bitches. But after it started to become a whole bunch of YouTubers doing it, then like the shill thing got really intense and it started becoming more and more common. And I was like, aha, because some of the guys that haven't been doing it for very long weren't able to put their excitement aside and do the job right. That's how and I'm not pointing fingers at any one particular person, and I've had to go through that learning process myself. I'm just saying it as a matter of fact that it happens to anybody, that it can happen to anybody. But they should have stuck with the pros, is what I'm getting at. Should have stuck with the professionals. That's basically what I'm saying. Because I thought at first they respected what we do, but that isn't the case. They don't really respect what we do at all. They're just kind of using us, which is fine. They all do. But for a while there, because they started with bigger name YouTubers, I thought that's why. But I no longer really believe that anymore. I think it's like, oh, a YouTube channel is a YouTube channel, whatever, as long as it gets out there, as opposed to it being like, hey, this person's been a big part of the community and they've done a lot and everything. I'm not talking about just me. All right. There's more than just me that have had a big impact on this community. You know what I mean? I'm not making it like that. I don't want you guys to think I'm just talking about myself over here. There's a lot of other reviewers that have had a big impact on this community that I'm thinking about. Ooh, God, that shot looks cool. Actually, that might be my thumbnail. No, that foot's too weird. Does what I'm saying make sense, or does it just make me sound shitty? Somebody tell me here. You know what I mean? Like, because here's the thing, man. I get in trouble all the time. I guarantee that I lost a whole bunch of subscribers right now from just speaking my mind. And that's the way this world goes. Like, you speak your mind, and if somebody doesn't agree with it, oh, they want to cut you off. We're getting really good at cutting each other off these days, aren't we? Getting really good at not wanting to deal with other people and just saying, oh, he said a thing I don't like, done with forever. Never want to see them again. Never support them again. Adam, hope all's well, fam. Hey, what up, Adam? How you doing, bro? Yeah, we're doing good, man. We're doing good. But you guys feel what I'm saying, right? They should have stuck to the professionals, and I'm not saying just me, because I said plural. Not gonna lie, both retro, the Amazing Spider-Man and Renew Your Vows figures are literally both my favorite Spider-Man figures I proudly own of all time, and I cannot pick one as a favorite for me. It's so hard for me still, bro. I know. I know. I ordered myself an extra Renew Your Vows figure because I really love playing with that figure. I don't want to take the one off the display, and I wanted another one to play with. It's I love Spider-Man. My problem with all of it is that they didn't send stuff to the hypercritical reviewers as well. If they want YouTubers with large viewer bases, you got to send to both. See, no, I 100% disagree. They needed to stick to reviewers that shoot for the middle, not too far on the positive or too far on the negative. Just stick to reviewers that aim for the middle. That's where I think they should have stayed with. I disagree with that. Because I get what you're saying. You're going to get that middle by getting the hypercritical and the hyper favoritism or whatever. But that's not what I would prefer to see. I would rather see them stick with people that shoot for the middle, that are in the middle, people that have a lot of fun with the figures, that enjoy the figures, but also people that know where there are oopsies, things that they could have done better, and shortcomings, and bring up all of that stuff too. Well, it never is on my channel, and it never is on the Fuchsia's channel or Boog's channel. Like those are just a couple other names amongst several others where I feel like it's not always positive. You know what I mean? It's definitely not always positive on my channel. So, like this whole thing with that, like for years and years and years, and I've gotten used to it, but I've heard people say like, "Hey, I like watching ShartimusPrime's videos because they're fun and entertaining," and then I watch Anthony's Customs because he criticizes the figures. And I'm like, hey, I criticize the figures. I criticize the figures and I have fun. Those type of channels are the things that I like to see because I do that. So that's where I'm kind of that's where I wish it could go. Alpha Magnus, yeah, I get that, but honestly, you could prove that no one is shilling, and people will still call other people shills. Bullies will be bullies. Yeah, yeah, exactly, and with no proof, right? Like nobody's been able to actually, kind of. Well, it's just an assumption. Again, it's an imposed assumption that because I got something for free, that I'm going to just say only positive things. That's an imposed assumption. I criticize my own customs in my reviews. I've done my custom figure showcases where I criticize my customs the same way I criticize a figure that I spent money on. And then the custom was free. I customized it myself. I didn't pay any money for that custom work. It was 100% free custom work, and I still criticize it. Or customs that people actually send to me. So I don't care if they are in the middle. I just want them to be honest. I'm honest on my channel. That's what I mean by the middle. Anthony's Customs just makes me think he hates everything. I don't know if I see, and that's I don't think he hates everything. I just think he's got kind of he does have what he wants to see, and yeah, he's definitely way more on the negative than in the middle for sure, for sure. But I think he sees himself as being in the middle. I don't know. I should not try to speak for him. You should ask him yourself. But yeah, I don't know if he sees himself as more on the middle or more on the negative side. That'd be a good question to ask him, though. Like, do you see yourself as being mostly negative reviewer, or do you see yourself as being in the middle? Like for me, people will say, "Hey, do you see yourself being mostly as a negative reviewer or mostly positive reviewer?" And I would say I'd like to say I shoot in the middle, but lean a little bit more positive because I have so much fun with these things and I love it. Like this is candy and ice cream for me. If I walk into an ice cream store, if I'm already in the positive. If I pick a figure up off the shelf to go buy it, I'm already in the positive. I rarely buy stuff that I don't like. I don't do that. So Todd McFarlane is a McFarlane Toys shill, and I have to admire the grind. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, there you go. I mean, McFarlane Toy, exactly. Yeah. Yes, he is. He's totally a McFarlane Toys shill. It seems to me that Anthony expects $100 quality from $25 figures. Yeah, but he criticizes the SH Figure Arts equally, though. You know what I mean? I've seen him criticize the expensive figures and the cheaper figures too. So at least he's consistent. Like if you don't like that he's a little bit on more on the negative side, I feel like the quality there is that he is consistent with his criticisms. So to me, it's fair. I don't know. To me, that's fair. Kind of don't like how the new studio series Scourge looks. Ah, well, I think this is not. This is my sweep, but yeah. How Optimus got old, by the way, in the Seven film. I don't know what that means. I expect $15 quality from $25 figures, and I still get disappointed. Ah, wow, damn, harsh. But hey, if that's how you feel. Shart, do you think they'll do a Spectacular Spider-Man animated series Spidey figure? I wish they would, since he's going to be in Across the Spider-Verse. If you've seen the full poster for it, I did not see him in that poster. Really? Holy crap! Oh man, I love that show. That show is so good. The best Spider-Man cartoon ever. Right? I mean, come on. Words. I don't know the words. Spectacular. Come on, sing it with me. Spectacular Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man. Spectacular flamksh. Check out my fourth channel, Geeky Drummer, where I play drums to that song. Type in Spectacular Spider-Man drum cover, and then you'll find me playing drums to that song from 2015 with my big old mohawk. Ooh, I think I got it. Got the copyright. There we go. I think that's going to be my thumbnail. All right. Ooh, that is going to be my spin pose. Yeah, that's going to be my spinning pose. All right. And here's a Spider-Man out of the packaging. All right. Ah! What are you doing here? Ugh. Dang it. Why did I put you there? Da-da-da-dum. 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 Ba-da-da-da. All right. How's everybody doing? Not always, but the recent D&D figures are a letdown. But the $17 and ANX delivers. Oh, okay. That's. Oh, you're talking about the oh shoot, oh god, the name eludes me. Those the company that did those turtle figures. Jesus. I'm trying to read this right here. But the $17 AXN line delivers that level of quality consistently, and people will rag on them. D&D, I haven't seen. I've seen some pictures here and there of the D&D figures. I have literally no interest in it though, because I totally missed out on that show. Swinging from the highest ledge, he can leap over. Is that how the lyrics? Swing from the highest ledge, he can leap above our heads. And then, okay, those are the words. I didn't remember the words. I thought it was just words. Silly stupid man. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, here we go. Never fell in love till I fell in love with you. Never knew what a good time was till I had a good time with you. All right. Oh. All right. I mean, I may have done this pose before for this kind of part, but I like how he's kind of tilted a little bit more than usual. Here it is. There I am. Turn it up real fucking loud. Radio, 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 radio. When I got the music, I got a place to go. Radio, 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 radio. When I got the music, I got a place to go. Don't you know? All right, here we go. And we'll let that spin for a while I sip some water. And again, live stream tonight. We're probably going to wrap up here in about 15 minutes, give myself an hour break, and then get on the live stream tonight at 6 p.m. selling my customized Spider-Man and giving away an Omega Spawn figure. And then at the end of the month, we're going to do a giveaway for a RoboSyn Optimus Prime. Not my RoboSyn Optimus Prime, another one. So where is the... I was going to look for something else. I'm back. I buy from my local comic shop, so I pay extra for Legends, but I like supporting my local stores. Also, get Spidey and MJ married again. Yeah. Get them married again. I thought they were married again. I haven't kept up with the most current books, so. Yeah, spitting some bars. Radio Clash, Magnificent Seven. I was a choir boy, show me no heaven. 2 tours. Shart, you have a great pro department, bro. Thank you, Prophet. Great pro department. Don't know exactly what that means. Great pro department. Because when the music hits, I feel no pain at all. You know what I always hear when it's so funny to me? So all you fellow Rancid fans out there, can I just tell you that I met Tim Armstrong at San Diego Comic-Con one year? I met him once before at a Warped Tour that I was playing at, and he was actually filming my band while we were playing. But another time I was at San Diego Comic-Con, and I was walking with him in Artist Alley, and we were just talking, and he was just hella cool, and he was asking me what I'm doing here and stuff. And I told him, I review toys on YouTube. I'm really into action figures and stuff like that. He's like, oh, okay. And then right after I said that, somebody, so it's me, Tim, and somebody to Tim's right goes, hey, ShartimusPrime, and reaches over Tim Armstrong for a fist bump. And I was like, oh, hey, dude. He's like, yeah, I love your videos, man. And I'm like, oh, man, thank you so much. And then the guy walks off, and Tim Armstrong's looking at me and looks at the dude and goes, so what kind of toys do you review? And, and I was like, oh, I mostly talk about a lot of Marvel stuff. He's like, oh, do you review those? And he was pointing to the Funko Pop booth. He's like, I really wanted the Joey Ramone one. I'm looking for the Joey Ramone. I was like, oh, man. I love the Ramones. I don't have that one. Yeah, I'm sure you can find it, though. I'll keep an eye out for it for you, Tim. You know, I'll look out for a Joey Ramone for you, Tim. Eventually, I did buy myself a Joey Ramone, and I would gladly give that to Tim Armstrong, but I don't know how to send it to Tim. So, but I do know that he lives in Berkeley over by Blake's, because he told me that in 2005. I don't know if he's still there at Blake's, living above Blake's. But whoa, I missed a super chat. Apologies, Panda. Thank you. Peter and MJ were always made for each other. Yeah. I feel that way. She, I feel like she was wifey material way before they actually ever got married. by the way she helped Peter um, after Gwen's passing. I love reading the old Spider-Man books. I'm only on 201. I want to read every issue of Amazing Spider-Man, and I started at number 1, and I'm all the way through. I read the short black and white Spectacular Spider-Man series as well with the Man-Made Monster storyline. And yeah, so I also, as I'm reading every single issue, just out of my morbid interest, I write down every single person that dies. Yeah. A lot of people die in Spider-Man books. One interesting thing that I don't know if you guys remember this about Crime Master, but hold on a second. I got to mute myself here. How do I do this? Hold on a second. Hey, because you could hear. I don't know how to take this out so I could. Yeah. Oh, now I can hear myself over there too. Okay, keep that muted. Yo. Okay, I had to take this up. Oh, it's still doing. Oh, I know what's wrong. I know it's okay. Ugh. That's the problem. This needs to be off, right? There we go. Nope. Hello? Hey? Hey? Okay, now that works. And then this needs to stay. Sorry, you guys, trying to fix it. Sorry, little oopsie on my end. That should be what ended. No. Are we still? You guys can hear me okay, right? No. What's going on? Hold on. Let me do my little segment here. And here's the animated series Spider-Man figure out of the packaging right off the bat. I don't know if this body mold properly represents the animated series Spider-Man figure. I just want to get that criticism out of the way right at the beginning of this review, just letting you guys that I am acknowledging that. However, it does look very cool, and I do like this body mold, but there are some things that could have been done a little bit better. Anyway, let's get a closer look at the accessories, then we'll take a closer look at the figure. I feel like it's getting too deep into the review right at the beginning. Okay, you can still hear me? All right, good to see you, Black Panther. I wanted Peter with Gwen. Oh, I know. Weren't they great? Weren't they great together? I loved how Gwen. I liked how realistic their relationship was, with Gwen being like, hey, Peter, like, you know, you really seem to like love hanging around your aunt like a lot. Like you and your aunt, man, it's kind of it's like, yo, it's like chill. Like like, don't you want to hang out with me instead of worrying about your aunt all the time? I thought that was so realistic. And the whole thing with her going off to college and their relationship getting all rocky and stuff, and then her coming back and things being great again. Man, I was truly devastated reading. I mean, I knew it was going to happen, but it's everything that happens before the death of Gwen Stacy and everything that happens after the death of Gwen Stacy that really hit me. Like, Peter was messed up and still messed up from it in the books. Like, in one of the issues I read recently with Manwolf and John Jameson, like, he's fighting Manwolf, but he wants to protect John Jameson. It's like he has that same protective desire as a hero, and they don't explain exactly why yet. Don't spoil it for me, okay? I'm on issue 201. but he just disappears. And J. Jonah Jameson thinks that Spider-Man killed him, but he was trying to rescue him. And he has that same fear of being a letdown. He wants to be the hero so bad. I want Peter with Gwen Stefani. Oh God, yeah, it's so fucked up. Oh Jesus. Gwen Stefani has now become a controversial figure. Apparently, she thinks she's Japanese. My wife and I were talking about that yesterday. MJ is literally the most supportive. Yeah. Well, that's why I say that she's wifey material before they ever got married, because she handled that situation really, really well. Like she really, really wanted to be there for Peter, and she wasn't just like it. I think some of the friends thought she was just trying to get that D, but she was really trying to be supportive for Peter more than anything else. Like she wanted to be a friend. Like she wanted to be a person that could help him more than anything. And it was hard. Like the guy was going crazy. He's tough. Peter Parker could be a really stubborn dick sometimes. Peter Parker gets really angry and can be a real jerk. I mean, that's one thing that I think that's so relatable about the guy, is that sometimes we can lose control over the things we say or the things that we do. We say things that we wish we don't say. You know what I mean? Like there's like one issue where he's like straight up yelling at Aunt May. He's like so stressed out that he like yells at Aunt May. It's like, oh my God. Dude, why hasn't Hasbro come out with a classic Iron Fist and Power Man 2-pack heroes for hire set yet? My guessing, I don't work for Hasbro, is that since Disney now can make Marvel Knights shows, like Daredevil and Luke Cage and Iron Fist, they may want to wait until they get that relaunched with Disney Plus to coincide. I mean, I think that's probably what they're going for. I think that would be a smart marketing strategy. Wait for the show. Typically, if you have the opportunity to make a TV series or a movie, you want your figures to come out around the same time as that TV series or movie, So I'm doing the same thing. I got a little Street Humans cartoon. It's only a minute and a half long. It's mostly just a minute long, but like, yeah, I say mostly because the way the animation works out. But the way I wrote it, it's a minute and a half long, short, that tries to summarize the story really quick. And I think that's going to make it fun to have with the Street Humans figures. That's what I'm going for anyway. Then Peter will pick it up. Thank you. I like. Did I read that right? I hope I read it right. Did I read it right, Aiden? Oh, sorry, I just like glossed over. Will I ever find an animated Spidey in the store? Probably not. I don't know. I've seen people find them. I won't. I don't have Walmarts close by. Somehow Ed Norton is a direct descendant of Pocahontas. Yeah, I saw that. He thought it was fake himself. I've stopped questioning celebs. Yeah, I mean, no, dude, they're people too, and it's very I saw this whole thing on Benedict Cumberbatch and his ancestors in Brazil, I think. It's kind of, it's kind of shitty stuff to be associated with, but I mean, I have a very Caucasian last name that goes back a very, very long time in this country, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, that's why it's one I not necessarily my fault, but I've definitely received the perks for it. You know what I mean? That's one reason why I want to make a statement with my Street Humans line at the same time. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? I'm not nervous. You're nervous. Thank you, Gordotron. He sent me $1. There you go. He didn't send me $1. He just wrote money in the chat. That's my brother right there, everybody. Dude. Or is that $1? He did send $1. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, brother. Hey, brother. That's where that, hey, shout out to my brother, by the way. Whenever you hear that, hey, brother, that started with me and my brother. Like, my brother and I do that in real life, like, all the time. Like, whenever we see each other, hey, brother, hey, brother. So that's where that comes from. There's a lot of stuff. That hugga wugga, I do that to the kids all the time, too. Hey, Shartimus, I left, but I'm back. Did you by any chance read any of my comments? I did. I know I read a couple. Thank you, awesome Adam from 2099.99. Hey, Russ, did you get your laptop back? Yes, that's where I'm at right now. Finally got the laptop back. Thank you. It was a really hard time, man. It was really, really hard, you know. But I got to be honest with you. With my mistakes of the past, I honestly feel a little bit less like a bitch. Like, for real, I was really stressing out, and I've changed my way of reacting to extremely stressful situations. I was freaking out for the last couple weeks. I'm not gonna lie, dude. It was really, really hard, but I did a good job of kind of keeping it to myself, I guess. Doing better about, coping with the stress of it all. And some of you may think to yourselves, well, you guys don't know what it's like to be in somebody else's shoes. You know what I mean? The anxiety of being a breadwinner. Think of it like this. You're a dad. You got a wife, and her job is to take care of the kids. I don't care if you think that's not a real job or not, but in this environment, it counts. So her job is to take care of the kids. My job is to support the family with the monies. If I don't have this thing right here just to do that, shit, then I start freaking out. You get it? So if you're a father, you know what I'm saying, bro. And it cost a lot of money to get this thing fixed. I was really pissed off at the Apple store. Trust me, I was really pissed off. My camera are iPad and iPhone. No, I have a Sony right here. I spent a lot of money on that Sony camera. Yeah, I don't do I'll do the iPhone for some pictures, and I'll do some stuff with the iPhone. I shot a bunch of stuff with the collector documentary on the iPhone. That helped. But yeah, there's so many days where I'd rather work than watch my kids. There you go. Yeah. There and see, in my brother's household, same thing. It's like watching the kids counts as a job. It's very similar. People will say like, "Oh, that don't count as a job." I think it's similar to like a security guard. Like, you see a security guard just standing there, like, "Oh, you call that a job?" But like, when shit goes down, dude, shit goes down. And it looks like they're just standing around doing nothing, but it's hard to maintain that watch. You know what I mean? Keeping that watch up and being present when it's like, for a lot of time, it's like you're watching grass grow or you're watching kids just play and stuff. It's not easy. Big up to all the dads in the chat. Yeah. Shout outs to all the dads out there. We got Gordotron's dad. My brother's got 3 kids, and we got 2 kids. Yeah, big ups to all the dads out there, and all the moms too, and all the moms. Also, this is crazy, but I absolutely loved the chemistry so far with Peter and MJ in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. And hey, can we have a 3-pack of Ultimate Spidey, Peter, and MJ someday? Yeah. Maybe. I mean, there's still some other figure. They might do that. They could. That wouldn't be the one that I would prefer. But hey, just plain Steve coming with fighting words. Android superior, iPhone inferior. I just had to finish that for you, bro. I had to had to complete it. When it rains, it pours. No lie. Yeah, that's how it is in my life. Because not only do I have computer problems, but I don't have a van, and it's not my fault. Neither of these two things were my fault. Because I told the guy at the Apple store, like, hey man, I don't watch my pornography on this thing. You know what I mean? Like I save that for the phone, like a normal person. All right. Like I'm over here just working on this thing. What did I do wrong to have to cough up so much money to get this thing working again? So yeah, we've done our diagnostics and everything, and it's just a random malfunction. I'm like, are you kidding me? And like, yeah. I'm like, what did I was there maybe my external hard drive wasn't compatible with it? And maybe and they're like, no, 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 had nothing to do with that. And I'm like, did it have anything to do with like the software that I have on it? No, 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 no. We did our diagnostic. It's just a random malfunction. And I'm like, okay, so and you guys can't just replace it? And like, no, you have because you didn't do the Apple Care, you have to pay the $700. And I'm like, yo. And then the thing with the van, there was a recall on my van. Now I'm getting bitchy about it, but it's all kind of gotten better now. You know what I mean? We're past it. I'm just telling you guys what happened. You know what I mean? I'm not looking for sympathy. We're over it. We're moving on. But the thing that I'm just proving to you that it wasn't my fault. That thing with the van, there was a recall on the van. There needed to be a recall inspection. Okay. And I wasn't getting a notice about this shit. And the DMV they received my payment for my registration, but they just held on to it because of the recall. So I was driving around with the van with invalid tags, which I guess I screwed up because I accidentally put my wife's tags on my van, but I didn't do that on purpose. I pay from I make the payments on both of the cars, so I guess I got confused. I did get confused because when I got pulled over, I had my wife's registration in my van, so I'd gotten that mixed up. But I didn't. But they said that you should get the fees removed because it's saying here that they never sent you a notice. I'm like, okay, so now I can't drive around with my van because I don't like getting pulled over by the cops. They said they could tow the van away at any time if they see me driving it. I think that because Hasbro has denied us an Aunt May fig for so long, I think a May fig would sell like wheat cakes. Look how retro JJJ sold out. I I mean maybe. I mean I definitely want an Aunt May, but I don't know if there's enough people that are. Yeah, you have to think about the mass retail situation. Hey, my 11-year-old's got a birthday party. What am I going to get him? Probably they're not going to assume that their son wants an old lady action figure. You know what I mean? They're just going to probably make the assumption that their kid doesn't want an old lady action figure. The kid may very well want the old lady action figure, but I think the parent would assume that they don't want him, thus not buying it for the kid. I don't know. I totally want an Aunt May. I'd love to have an Aunt May. Yeah, everybody wants an Aunt May. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Ooh, Neil Peart. Brother, what are you saying? Neil Peart, I think, is his favorite drummer. Oh, somebody was no good guess. Good, close. I have a few favorite drummers, but my go-to answer is Josh Freese, the guy who played drums on the Offspring albums, and Buddy Rich and Danny Carey. Josh Freese, I probably mimic a lot the most. Josh Freese, Buddy Rich, Greg Bissonette, who played with Joe Satriani and the Gordon Goodwin Big Fat Band. Greg Bissonette's one of my absolute favorites. I love Greg Bissonette. They should make an Aunt May 4-pack. Comic Raimi Amazing MCU. Yeah, it'll sell like hotcakes. Hasbro Pulse exclusive. Yeah. Whoa, The Boys season 4. Cannot wait. Yeah. If you're not watching The Boys, you guys got to watch The Boys. I want an Aunt May most definitely. All the collectors want an Aunt May without a doubt. But She would probably I wouldn't be surprised if she ended up being a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. Just saying. Um, you know, like I think of uh, sorry to try sorry to make it all about me. I don't but it is my live stream. Uh People ask me, "Are you planning on making female street humans?" And I want to, but I'm scared to at the same time. So maybe a couple waves of street humans, hopefully, and then if it does well enough, I could put that money towards the female figures. We'll see how well it does, or if it ever does. By the way, brother, I got to show you a really cool picture. Marissa Tomei Aunt May is probably more realistic of a figure to get. The OG drummer from Korn, oh, Dave Silvestri, is underrated as heck. I love new metal, unironically. Yeah, and Joey Jordison is pretty amazing. But yeah, I remember I had a I'm not gonna say man crush on Dave Silvestri. It's just that I wish I was as cool as him. You know what I mean? Like I wished like way back then, I wished I was as cool as him. I really love his style of drumming. I like that funk style. Vinnie Paul is another great drummer who did that too, like that funk metal. You know what I mean? Digga 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 black and down. Thank you so much, Spidey, Sammy, Spider Simey. I want a Kirsten Dunst MJ Marvel Legend. They really need to do that justice, right? Which version though? Which version? Red dress? I say red dress. That's my favorite version. Todd McFarlane gave you that advice, didn't he? Are you talking about the female figure thing? To wait a couple. I think that's kind of what he was saying, was that he would do better selling it on as an exclusive than at mass retail. Yeah. I mean, if I was him, I would have worded his statement differently, you know what I mean? Because um he kind of made it sound like there's no boys that want female figures, and I think that was a mistake. So, you know, but I think if I say anything else about it, I'm just gonna eat shit. Like, because I'm just making it very clear that when I was a little kid, I wanted a Shira figure. When I was a little boy, I wanted Shira. I did. And I was disappointed that I went to the girls' aisle and the only Shira they had was like a doll. And I was like, man, I want a Shira action figure, not a Shira doll. I want a Shira action figure. So, hey, we got another Nick in the house. Another Nick. Is anyone else excited for the DC Multiverse Black Manta that's coming? Oh yeah, all those figures look great. You know what else? You know what is a really good figure? Is my oh shoot, man, I can't remember names. Oh, I keep wanting to say Orion. Um, the Ocean Master figure from McFarlane Toys, the comic Ocean Master. I love that figure. No, not your bad, Thirsty. Stop that. Not your bad at all. That's totally a me thing. Me slipping on my words. That's a me thing. Hey, this is like one thing that people don't think about. It's like it's easy to judge YouTubers or anybody that's in the public eye for saying one thing or another, but it's like for those that judge people that say the wrong thing, like, do we ever get a chance to judge you on what you say? Like, what about that time when you're at work a couple years ago and you said that one thing amongst your fellow employees that was totally inappropriate? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about that. I don't get to repeat that and throw that in your face. But because I'm in the public eye, you get to. You know what I mean? It just feels like I don't know all the fucked up shit that you said in the past. Like, but it comes with the territory, I guess, because people have accepted that. They just need to sell a pack of all of the Spider-Man's hot girlfriends. Yeah, I mean, they'll look. It's gotten. I think lately. Well, no, they threw what are some female figure? Oh, I think what happens is sometimes I really think, and I'm just genuinely saying this with my own opinion, that I think they have a harder time. I think female figures are a little harder to make. And I say this, well, I don't know. I assume female figures are harder to make. But this one right here, oh my gosh. This is one of the best female figures I have ever owned. She is amazing. The hair is sitting all weird right there. Damn. But damn, I love this figure so much. They did such a good job with this piece. I love this thing. Such a great figure. And like, and no weird pervy intentions here at all whatsoever. All right. I would admit it, or I would try to allude to it. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is an amazing figure. They did a really good job with this one. And she has interchangeable hair on top of it. Like, I love that. I think that's such a smart move. GI Joe Classified is crushing it, bro. They are nailing it. Like they I love GI Joe Classified. No, I dropped the hair. Oh, I should get going soon. It's 5:12 and I need a break. And I will do my Whatnot live stream at 6 p.m. giving away an Omega Spawn and also selling my customized Spider-Man amongst a bunch of other stuff. If you guys sign up, you get $15 of store credit, so you can literally buy stuff for free. You get free stuff by just signing up if you're new. Having a hard time getting the hair on here because I want the little sideburn over the ear. It wants to flop back on me. So there it goes. There it goes. I like the other hair more, but that's the other hairstyle. But I think it's harder for them to really nail the female figures, which is nail making good female figures. This one I absolutely love. This is one of my favorite Marvel Legends of the year. I love this figure. I can't believe how much I like this figure. At first I was very skeptical, but I think lately as they make the female figures better, I think they sell better. That could also be a part of it. That could be a factor. Holy shit. Could be. No. All right, you guys. Any DC figs for the Whatnot stream? I do not. I don't think I have any. I have some Star Wars, but no DC figures. No DC figures for the Whatnot stream at the moment. Yeah, that milk is amazing. The silk is great. If you take a wasp head, pull her hair off, and put Lady J's hairpiece on it, looks super good. Fits the classified body perfectly too. Ooh, nice. I don't want to do that to my wasp head though. Pixel Phantom says, "Do you have any KO figures?" I've gotten a few out of sheer curiosity. Yeah, Joey B convinced me to get a Juggernaut, the Marvel Legends Juggernaut on Etsy that used like Hulk body parts, and that thing broke on me like right away. I was so bummed out, and I was like, "Oh man." I still have it on the floor over there. The leg came off like really soon. Really, yeah, it didn't take long at all. If oops. Hey, we got Mr. Allen in the world of toys. How you doing, bro? Good to see you. Awesome line classified, vintage vibes, plus awesome modern design and articulations. Yeah, like the articulation is great. They have pinless joints now. Great range of movement. The drop down hips thing broke on me on one figure, on a Viper figure. So I got to return that. I forgot to bring it with me to Target, and so I need to return it. But aside from that, it's been pretty good. The drop down hips thing, though, to save on, I may possibly not have drop down hips on my figures because I want to do an interchangeable. Like I talked about this before, but like the whole thing with Street Humans is that they're supposed to pop off at the diaphragm. thing with interchangeable parts is I want to make sure that if people are popping things off, I want it the bottom half to feel relatively solid as you're trying to snap them apart, you know. So I'm looking at keeping a really good range of movement with the legs, but also removing the drop down hips. So I won't lie, I love collecting Marvel in 3/4 inch and 6 inch, but I collected more of the 3/4 inch because 6 inch wasn't doing it. But the Captain America double pack restored my faith. Captain America double pack. Was it the? I mean, the Falcon and Winter. Which Captain America double pack? Brain. I'm a little bit tired, you guys, and I need to take a break because we have a live stream at 6 o'clock. So I'm gonna run. I got to get going, you guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate all of you for coming through here. My own flesh and blood brother is in the live stream also. So thanks, brother. And yeah, you guys all have a good evening. If you want to come hang out at the live stream at 6, it doesn't cost anything to come on to Whatnot. You can show up and not spend any money, and it can still be a really fun time. I really enjoy doing them. I tend to drink a little bit of caffeine right before the show to re-energize myself, and and eat dinner. I'm gonna try to eat some dinner right before, maybe. Or I may have a snack instead. I don't like to eat dinner right before because then I start belching and farting and doing all kinds of gross stuff because I'm digesting. Yes, spelled it wrong, Toy Lips. There's no I. They're close though. Not your fault. There's many Aikens. It's Akin. Yeah, but it's all good. That's Aiken, like in Aiken County, I believe. The story behind that is Aiken goes all the way back to Scotland, and there were the Aiken brothers again with the hey brother. There was a bunch of Aiken brothers, and they started their own clans. They called them clans out in Scotland, and they so that they could tell the difference, they would change the spelling of their name. And that's why you have Aikenson is a fairly common last name. You may have heard Aikenson. So son of Aiken. That's another one. So a little bit of a history of my last name. Just picked up Blue Marvel. Not the design choice I would have preferred, but yeah. All right, you guys. I hope to see you at the live stream at 6 o'clock. And stay tuned next week. I'm going to have a guest, Dan Who's Reviews. All right, Dan Who Reviews. Dan Who Reviews, not Dan Who's. Who's Reviews? Dan Who Reviews. That's who. So, yeah, stay tuned next week. I hope to see you guys there on this channel. We're going to be in the dork room next week, and I'm going to have Dan with me on here. So I'm looking forward to that. And that will be at 4 p.m. Pacific time. And I will catch you guys later. All right. Peace out, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, the double pack above. And there's too many. Now I gotta scroll, bro. MCU, Sam Wilson, and Captain America. Since okay, Sam Wilson and Captain America. There we go. All right. Yeah, much love for Dan Who. Yes, Dan. What review? What? Shartimus, I tip. Okay, you guys all have a good evening. Hope to see you at the Whatnot stream, and stay safe, you guys. Peace and thank you.